Hello to all my family and friends of the Squamish Nation. My ancestral name is Cockleton. I am designated as one of the hereditary chiefs by my family, and I've been such for since 1999 after the passing of my late sister, Quantanot Lois Gus. And my parents are the late Alfred Jacobs and Lena Jacobs Band. And I've grown up my life here on Homolchison, the Capilano Reserve. Have lived 70 years within one block of where I live right now, and I call myself a lifer. I've lived my whole life around this village. I'm an original. I call myself an AB original, Aboriginal, and I served the people of the nation for 32 years as an elected elected chiefs and council, and close to 40 years as an employee of the nation, and having my first office and workshop on the dirt floor and at the old Oslahan. And so I've grown up, around a political area for a lot of years, as my mom was pretty active and my late father was over 30 years as a counselor for our nation. And I'm just remembering things as I go along. And so back in the time when, if you were a chief, you were a counselor for life. That was prior to 1980. And in 1981, a number of us young people got together because we wanted to have the right to vote 16 counselors in, who are representative of our people via the election system. So we went to a referendum, and the people won the day. And from 1981 on, we've elected 16 counselors until just recently, when this new election law and regulations came into being. And from my perspective, it's probably been one of the most detrimental things because, I don't really have any faith in what's happening now in the council. I just have a real lot of issues with what's been going on, as do a lot of our people. The resolution that Faye put forward at a people's meeting, there was 100, I believe 190 who were in attendance at that session. And when the resolution was put forward, there was only 5 out of the numbers that were there and counted who voted against the resolution. So that was a real strong indication that our people were not satisfied with the accountability and transparency of the existing council. We need better. We as a people need better. In all my years being on council, every council I was on, I always put the people needs first. There was no ego when it came to what do our people need? How can we get it for our people, if we can get it at all? So the thoughts were for our people. And I don't see that today. And matter of fact, some of my family members have come up to me and told me that they were speaking at meetings and they got cut off. You got 5 minutes to say something that may take 10, 15. You get 5 minutes. In some cases, 3 minutes to share what you need to share. That's not a lot of time. Yeah. So we need to change that. We need our people's voices to be heard. That's one of the big things that needs to happen. The things that I see are wrong are, now we've got zones, and you can only vote in the zone where you come from. And to me, this is selling out to the white system. It is a white system. I can't vote for any of my family in the Squamish Valley. They can't vote for anybody down here. I can't vote for anybody off reserve, nor can they vote for anybody on reserve. So it's really such a wrong thing to do to our people, after having the freedom to vote for whoever for a long, long time. And having one vote, in my time, if you were a voting member of the nation, you had 16 opportunities to vote for 16 councillors, which was a number that we had back in the day. Now, through this election regulations, it's been cut down to 8 councillors. So that's really far cry from the amalgamation, where was 16 chiefs who were councillors from the very beginning. That's why they called it chiefs and council, because they're synonymous. If you were a chief, you were a councillor. So we need to get back to, maybe not that specific, but we need to have the opportunity to vote for the right people to run our government. We're an amalgamated tribe, and being an amalgamated tribe, the thing was that everybody voices would be heard. I remember going to general meetings when I was a kid in the late 50s, where there'd be 150 people who traveled from all over to come to the meeting. Everybody was given the time to share what they needed to share for the good government of our people. Not 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or 5 minutes. You were given the time if you had something decent to say. So we need, as a people, to say that we want to change. So we need to get together as a people, and have an election, free election for those who want to run for government. I did my 32 years, and that's quite enough time for me. And I know at 72, I don't want to be doing those things for any more time at all. So there's a lot of good young people who've got the people in their hearts and in their minds, I think should be given a real opportunity to run for government. So I'm, thinking an amalgamation day, which is the 23rd. And I believe it's happening down Homolchtason here at the park, Capilano. And asking all of the people to bring their drums, their prayers, their songs, come together to share as a people, gather strength to make the changes that we need to change. We need another election ASAP. We just need to get a new government in place. So I will be available, and this particular platform, Squamish People's Voices, that we will be adding more segments as we go along. So you'll be hearing and seeing things in real time, hopefully. And keep your eyes open. And I don't know if you have to go to the QR code every time, but I'm just learning a lot of this stuff myself. So anyways, I hope that we can see a lot of you come to Amalgamation Day on the 23rd down here in Homolchtason. And thank you, Leilani, dear cousin of, or daughter of my cousin, late Lonnie Band, and welcoming you home and thanking you for being our historian, I guess is lack of a better term for this piece. So I think it's part of history again that become involved in. So thank you for your time, and appreciate it. Thank you. Hoortje. See, it's a quail. Hoortje.